bitches! Yes! Yes!
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Hey folks, Crazy Clown Radio here again, and we're going to look at another request, and this is called Mrs. Dynamite, and this was created by Universal in 1982. This request was suggested by YouTube user Hard Luck Nate, and I'm sorry I have a little bit of a cold, so my voice is kind of cracking, but this might have been a prototype. I don't know for sure. If it had an actual release, it was barely seen in arcades, I would imagine. This kind of predates BOMBERMAN in that you can drop things that explode on your enemies. But before you say BOMBERMAN owes a lot to this game, this was done before in a game called Warp. And I'm not a big fan of this game. You play the titular heroine who drops sticks of dynamite, and shortly after they're dropped, they will detonate and hopefully blow up some enemies. And your enemies look like owls. And it's kind of weird that owls are big and bad and trying to kill you. And we'll go ahead and get started. There are 6 owls in each stage, or scene as they call it. There are logs. Excuse me. There are logs that you can push. They will not hurt the owls at all, which sucks. You would like them to at least be stunned or something. That doesn't happen. But if you can get at least 3 enemies with 1 explosion, you can get yourself a free life. And you saw one free life that I just got a little bit ago because I killed 3 enemies with 1 blast. Now the enemies, the owls, will push the logs at you, and if the log crushes you against a wall, you will die. If you run into an owl, you will die. If you get caught in your own explosion, you will die. But the only way the owls can die, see, I just pushed a log right through them, is if they run into your explosion. If you hear a little ting 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 sound like that, that means you are out of dynamite. Now for each stack of dynamite that you pick up, you'll be able to use it 3 times. You will not be able to carry over dynamite to the next stage, so use them all up. Now if you run out of dynamite on the screen, eventually you will get super dynamite appearing, and that will have a much bigger blast radius, which is really nice. Yikes! Yeah, you will die if you get a log pinning you against a wall. It won't kill you if it runs into you, unless your back is against a wall. And the enemies can manage to push it round corners, and you can too. But again, it doesn't do anything to the enemies. After beating 4 scenes, you will get a cutscene, a little intermission. I'm not a fan of this game. there is something that's kind of fun about trying to kill as many enemies in one explosion as you can, so that you can maybe, so that you can maybe get an extra life. Yeah, I've definitely never heard of this one. This only recently was emulated in MAME. See, by this point, the enemies are a little smarter. Kind of looks like maybe the owls were just minding their own business, and Mrs. Dynamite threw an apple at them to piss them off. So maybe she's an antagonist in this game. I don't know. But yeah, there are 6 owls, and once you kill them all, you go on to the next stage or scene or whatever they called it. But yeah, use up all the dynamite that you can. Again, you do not get to carry over dynamite from one stage to the next, which sucks. And I think you should get a bonus for the remaining dynamite that you had once you defeat a scene. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I think that you should be able to at least stun the owls by pushing a yikes, damn it, by pushing a log at them. You should be able to stun them, but it just goes right through them. Doesn't phase them at all. Making the logs just kind of a stupid idea. I mean, it's there to provide additional challenge, but yeah, I'm not a really big fan of this. Yeah, you'll see a timer appear if you run out of dynamite. And notice that the final enemy starts moving really faster. And that special dynamite makes a bigger blast radius. Again, you can get caught in your own blast radius and die, so don't let that happen. Ah, crap. You don't get extra lives by getting certain point values, but you do get them from killing at least 3 owls with 1 blast. Yikes. But yeah. Oh, damn it, I thought I was going to get him. Ah, he's too fast now to just run into your blast radiuses. Well, that's my game of Mrs. Dynamite, and I'm going to put in my initials. And you get to put in a whole hell of a lot of initials. I'm going to put in my first name and part of my last name. That's 12 letters you can put in. Well, that is Mrs. Dynamite, created by Universal in 1982. A maze game with Bomberman type of gameplay. Again, Bomberman, of course, came out way later, but whoops, but Warp did the same thing earlier. But that was Mrs. Dynamite by Universal in 1982. This was suggested by YouTube user Hard Luck Nate. Well, I thank you for watching Mrs. Dynamite by Universal in 1982. Hope to see you soon for another request. Take it easy, folks. Bye-bye.